I'm okay, Chigozie. This demo is going to go through the Tic Tac Toe game with a basic wager system. Actually, default wager system actually takes a particular amount for each game, both from the player one and the player two. And then afterwards, the person that wins actually gets the funds. Yeah, if it's a draw game, the stuff gets split between the both of them. Okay, so this is only running on Algo. So I'm using a production and the development system so that I can test on development because it's faster. So I'm going to actually switch to production so that I'll demo the Algo wallet connection. So this is going to restart my server. Okay, so yeah, so I'll be refreshing on one end. Okay, so the game allows me to either connect with a secret key or the mnemonic phrase. So I currently have used the mnemonic phrase severally, so I have it here. But the account is actually currently empty. So yeah, this is the wallet address. So I can actually just choose to disconnect from the account anytime I want to. Yeah, so like that, connect to the account and stuff. So I can choose to start game, but I don't have there's no much funds on the account right now. So I'm going to do the testing of the game on the DevNet. So I'm going to disconnect and switch to development. So for the development is running on the DevNet. Yeah. So it will make it easier for me to demo the game itself and how it works. Sorry. So going back to the game. So now you notice the new account thing here. I actually added this in here so that I can easily switch wallet to a new wallet if I want to. So if I click on the new account, the wallet address changes to a new wallet address because it generates a different account altogether. So same on this end. I'm running the same application. So I'm clicking on starting a new game. So the new game starts and this player now is waiting for the opponent to join the game. So let me quickly copy the contract address, the contract information. Okay, so here I'll decide to join the existing game over here. So I'll paste in the contract information and join the game. So right now you notice now the outcome of the game is draw, and it's indicating to this player that it's their turn to play the game. So this player plays, so it should actually show their hand here. So I'll say this player played this position, so we should also be able to see that on this end. Yeah, so let's play a different position. I'm just trying to demo the game end to end. I think I should play here. So in order to see the game, so this player has won, and you'd see that their balance actually increased, and this player's balance is definitely going to reduce by 100 algo. So that is actually how the game plays from start to finish. The game can actually also end in a draw, and then they both get back their funds. So yeah. So I am supposed to prove that the game runs on algo. So I'll basically like to terminate the server and restart it. So I'm running on DevNet, so I'm running on algo DevNet, so I'll actually just do that. So I think that's enough proof that it runs on algo DevNet. and it runs an algo basically, because this was the command I used to actually do the initial demo. Yeah. So the challenges I faced while I was coding this out. Let me use the backend as an example. I actually come from languages where you solve some of the problems you have with loops. Yeah. So I initially wanted to write a loop to check whether the player that is playing the game has won the game, but I ended up not seeing a loop that works on reach. So I decided to try maps. I did the mapping. The mapping was a bit slow. Some of the actions were taking way too much time. So I had to draft out a more static way of getting the data. So this idea was off the top of my head as at the time. So I wouldn't say it actually does get the winner of the game perfectly well, but it's not that generic. So I think a loop would have actually been better, though considering the situation and the look of things, it might not be fast, but this is fast enough, so I actually stuck with it because of that. See, it's actually a very simple function that actually tells me who won the game, whether it's player 1 or player 2. So aside that, I also had issues with variables. I had issues with the fact that I always have to declare constants, and I cannot declare a variable except I'm writing a while loop. Yeah, actually found that a little bit difficult to adjust to, but I actually did that and it worked out. I think the third thing I found difficult was timing out and ending the game at a particular point in time. So I wanted to when a player wins the game, how I can terminate the game. That was actually I think after the third hand. So after the third hand, the third player can actually win on the third hand. So I found it difficult figuring out how to terminate the game. So at the point I actually did set the timeout to 0, and then I actually did a lot of manipulations which actually did not work. But luckily for me, at the point I figured out what I did. I tried it and it worked, and then I had to model it in a way that it looks presentable. So what I was doing is I check the winner of the game once the person plays the hand, and then it tells me whether I should time out the game immediately before the second player plays the game. So if you see here, I check the winner here. I check whether the person has won the game or not, and then I publish the hand here. So after publishing the hand, the player can literally see the outcome, and here now is where I decide whether the second player should continue playing the game or I should just end the game immediately. So if the player won with their previous hand, then I will set the deadline to 0, so that the second player doesn't play at all, the next player doesn't play at all. So I did that and it worked. So basically I checked the winner, and then I published the hand the person played with the information whether the person won or not, and then I set the deadline. So the deadline depends on if the person won the game or the person did not win the game. Yeah, so it's actually a bit difficult to come up with that, but it actually works with time. Yeah, so there are other issues though, but I don't think I can talk about all of them. Some of them were in React. When I was writing the React, I had issues with starting the contracts because I was following the tutorial. I followed the tutorial back to back, so I had the .mjs issues and stuff. Yeah. So yeah. So if I'm going to improve on what I wrote, I would say I would actually love to make it more generic. Currently it's stable on 3-on-3, 3x3 tic-tac-toe. Probably make it generic enough so that you can actually attach it to a 4x4, 5x5, 6x6. But I couldn't find a way to do that because I had issues with looping. So I think that would be something I would have loved to do if I had the chance to. Yeah. Um, just to check if I've forgotten to say something. Yeah. I think that's it. Thank you for listening. I I hope you enjoyed my demo. Um, I, I I'll submit it to the code, and yeah. One last thing though. The application I built is not it's the idea didn't actually come from any of the tutorials or the available resources. I had to build a lot of things. I had to figure out a lot of things because there was nothing on Tic Tac Toe precisely. Yeah. So I had to figure out the algorithm I was going to use and how I was going to write it and all. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks a lot for your time. Bye.